Hello, hello. This is J Goddess with J Goddess Tarot, and today I am here with another timeless pick a card reading, love reading, and this one is about personality traits of your future spouse, along with some relationship tips. Also came out when I was asking Spirit about this. So we have three piles. We have pile 1 with the beautiful red stone, pile 2 with the blue stone, and pile 3 with the green stone. So take a few moments, take a few deep breaths, and just see which stone really calls to you, and know that it's more than okay if more than one pile comes up for you, because there may be messages for you in multiple piles. So while you're reflecting on that, check out the links below in my description box. I have a link to my Instagram, a link to my Amazon wish list, and a link to my Patreon. We're a high vibe tribe over there. Please feel free to come join us. I post exclusive pick-a-cards, too hot for YouTube pick-a-cards, and tutorials on how to do things such as develop your intuition. So if you take a moment more, pick your pile, and we'll get started. Okay, if you selected pile 1 with the beautiful red stone, then this is your reading about personality traits of your future spouse and some relationship advice or relationship tips. So for starters, pile 1, let me just say that your future spouse is a fucking rock star, and I could mean that literally. So with the Empress and the Star coming up together, this is telling me that your future spouse, if they are not a star in the traditional sense, and they are very abundant, meaning, an actual famous person, and I feel this is for a select group of you, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. They have a lot of star power and star quality, and they know it, and whatever field they're in, they use it. But for many of you, I think this person could be a social media influencer, maybe a traditionally famous person in some capacity. I'm not going to say they are some red carpet A-lister. For some, it could be, but whoever your future spouse is, their personality is big, is bold, it's abundant, and they know it. And they are going to be a wish fulfilled for you with the Star card. But also with this King of Swords, and what I really appreciate about this pile is your future spouse is also quite intelligent. They're not just, there was a saying I remember from long ago, my boss at my job said, body by God and brain by Mattel, like Mattel who makes Barbie dolls. So really, really pretty outside, but not too smart upstairs. Your future spouse is smart. They are intelligent. And what I'm getting by picking up their energy, my pile 1s, I'm also picking up your energy. So what is really attractive about you is you are kind of my cool, calm, and collected group. Even if you don't see yourself that way, this is how your future spouse will see you. And this is why. Say you're engaged on social media and you do things on social media, you keep very good boundaries in place without oversharing what's going on in your personal life, whatever. You are very good about saying, you may do some things on social media platforms, but you don't overshare. You don't have people in your business per se. And that is going to be very intriguing and appealing to this person, whoever your future spouse is. Because like I said, if they're not a star in some tactical way, they have star qualities, and they walk in them in whatever their field is, if that makes sense, which means they are successful. I'm getting a lot of success and abundance with that Empress card. And I feel that their success, they're like not that obnoxious, person. Like they're very inclusive with the Sun and the Moon and the Empress card here. I'm really feeling they're very good about encompassing everyone in their orbit. You feel really good after being around them, my pal 1, and they feel really good about being with you. And what you help do to them, you help ground them. I feel a part of the attraction is the King of Swords is also, I feel, describing you as well, my pal 1s. You're very smart and very, intellectually inclined, and I feel you two match one another very well, but you also help really ground them. And I feel in their whatever they do, especially if they have fame in any traditional sense of the word, or even in, the newer sense of the word, with being a social influencer, social media influencer, or something like that, or even being in a high position on their job, being a star in their field on their job, they are used to having sycophants around them and people who aren't giving them the truth and people who are just telling them what they want them to hear. And that really is a turn off to them. And I feel this also happens in the realm of their relationships. They have dated people who have just been very yes people, and you're not, my pal ones. And I'll explain this yes card in a second. So some relationship tips that came out, though you are kind of my low key, or even more, you have good boundaries in place between your personal life and what you post on social media, even if you don't consider yourself low key. Confidence is your key to success with this new moon in Leo, and they could be a Leo themselves. And then express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So what Spirit is saying, in your private moments with this person, when you're dating, you being bold and being vulnerable with them, you may be the one who says, I love you first, whenever you get to that point in the relationship, because we are talking about your future spouse here. So that is a very real thing that's going to come up, my pal ones. And I feel that your confidence and your boldness and and I don't mean bossy. Please understand, I don't mean somebody who's bulldozing someone. I mean, but your confidence in yourself to be vulnerable and be bold with this person in those private moments, once again, not putting all your business in the streets, is going to be extremely appealing to them. And this yes card, when I was asking Spirit about, like, give me some insights about the future, relationship for my pal ones with their future spouse, and I got an emphatic yes. So this seems like it's a go. I feel for many of you, you have not met this person yet. For some, you may have. Also, with the star card, I'm getting, and because of what they potentially are in a star in, you may meet this person through social media. And I don't mean some disingenuine, flaky teenage shenanigans. It's not what I'm talking about. I feel for many of you, you have not met this person yet, but an opportunity is going to arise. You may know who they are, because if they are truly a star in the sense of the word of having fame or having influence or whatever, you know who they are. You just may never have engaged them, but something is going to occur where just an example is coming up, you may comment on their Instagram post, you may say something, and you say something thought-provoking and real, or even if you offer a criticism, it's in a very thoughtful, strategic, and intelligent way, and they respond to you. You know what I mean? That's kind of a scenario that's coming up for me, my pal ones. You may know this person, but I feel for most of you, you do not know this person on a personal level. You may know who they are, if they have any type of traditional fame or public notoriety in any way, but you are not personally connected to them yet. However, I feel that something's going to happen, an opportunity is going to come, and you either at an event where they're at and things spark. But I feel for many of you, it's going to be like you offer feedback on something they post or something they do, and it's going to be in a way where they can see through, oh, this isn't a normal fan, or whatever, and they're going to respond. And for some reason, that's going to turn into something else in a very natural way. Please understand, this is not going to be something forced or contrived. It's going to be in a natural and appealing way. And I feel also with this King of Swords, whatever you say to them is going to clearly show your intelligence. And I feel if they are, as I continue to get in a traditional sense of a word, they have any type of fame or public notoriety, they're not used to it. It's refreshing. That wit that's going to come through, that maybe sharp tongue, and I don't mean in an insulting way, but it's going to be something you say and they get and they understand, my pal ones. So yeah, your future spouse could truly be a rock star. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. but I feel that they do have some type of, either they are a star in some way, or they have a lot of star qualities that they walk in, they're aware of, and they walk in whatever their job, business, or trade is. Which means they are successful. I feel that they're very successful in whatever that they're doing. So you having confidence and you maybe taking the first step forward in your private moments when you feel comfortable to do so, my pal ones, is going to be extremely attractive and intriguing to them. And Spirit is saying this is a yes. This is a yes, an emphatic yes, with an exclamation point. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If any other pals call to you, please feel free to click on them. See if there's some messages there for you as well. Also, please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when I post new content. Also, check out the links below in my description box. I have a link to my Instagram, a link to my Amazon wish list, and a link to my Patreon. Please come and join us. We're a high vibe tribe. I post exclusive pick a card readings. I host any extendeds I post to my videos here. I post them there, as well as Too Hot for YouTube readings, as well as tutorials. So thank you. If this is where I leave you for today, thank you for letting me read for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Hello, my pal twos. For those of you who picked this cool, reflective blue stone, this is your reading about personality traits of your future spouse, as well as some relationship tips that came out from Spirit. So what I'm getting from the beginning, off the top of the Eight of Pentacles, your future spouse is a master at something. I'm feeling tech industry. I don't know why, but tech is coming up strong with the Eight of Pentacles and the Hermit next to each other. And the Hermit reflects many aspects of their personality. So I'm feeling they're successful, my pal twos. I feel that they are financially successful and very stable in their career, because you have this Eight of Pentacles, you have all this surrounded, you have all this beautiful horizon. Like, they have a lot of irons in the fire, let's say, but they are successful at whatever they do. But the Hermit card, to me, represents the fact that they're either a true introvert or maybe an omnivert, and they have a preference for just, spending time with themselves. But also, next to the Ten of Swords, what I'm getting strongly is your future spouse knows when to end something. I feel they came out of something very painful. I feel this is a mirroring thing, so this could be some soulmate energy, or even some twin flame energy for some of you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But you've come out of something painful, but they've come out of something painful. They knew it was time for it to end, and they used that time to go into hermit mode and do some deep transformative healing. And they're either in the process of this or toward the end of this. I feel that you, my pal twos, have gone through a similar process with maybe a relationship ending, or a period of your life ending, or something. Like, you're leaving something behind with that Ten of Swords. And now Spirit is saying you deserve love. You are lovable. And I feel this is a message that needs to be reinforced for you, as well as to your future spouse, because of maybe a vulnerable space that you're in at this point, or have recently been in, or have come out of. You are lovable. You deserve love. And when you two connect, for some of you, I feel this is a person the romance switch just hasn't clicked on yet. For others of you, I feel you don't know this person yet. And for a very slim portion of you, very slim, this is somebody from your past that has gone through a transformation. I don't mean recent past, I mean years ago. This is somebody from your past. They've gone through a transformation, and when they come back, they're a whole new person for a slim portion of you. But I feel it's a 50, for most of you, I feel it's between you haven't come into contact with this person yet, or you know this person, but that romance switch hasn't flipped on for either of you yet. And some relationship tips that came through when I was asking Spirit about, your future spouse is, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. as well as the you deserve love again comes up very strong with you are lovable. So I feel with this person, your future spouse being an introvert or maybe just an omnivert. Google that. It's a mix of an introvert and extrovert. You may have to make the first move. And I feel you're going to be, especially if you're watching this and you identify as the feminine in the connection, this may be a little uncomfortable because you're like, I don't want to make the first move. Spirit is saying there's no need to worry, because once you are in a space that you take charge and let this person know how you feel, I'm getting the energy that they will reciprocate that. Like, they have these same feelings, but they're likely not going to make the first move, especially twofold if they're an introvert or omnivert and then they've been through something painful in their recent past with this Ten of Swords energy, and they've healed from it and they've moved past it, but they still have the memory of it, like we all would have if we've all gone through relationships that weren't the greatest or were even painful, and once we've moved past them, we still are cautious in love, in our new relationships. Not that we're bringing the baggage from the old relationship in, but the memories of some of the things that have gone on will make us very cautious and hesitant in different ways. Everybody's different with new relationships. So I feel that it's going to be important for you, my pal twos, to make the first move on this person. And when you do, I feel they're going to come forward and want to share with you, like, pretty quickly. Like, share their emotions, but also, this is coming back to me, this talks about mastery, the Eight of Pentacles, but also share their abundance, like share their stuff. So if you are a guy or gal who likes gifts, I feel very strongly that once you express your love to this person, or express, even at the beginning, say you're just dating, say, hey, I really like you, or I want to be in a monogamous committed relationship with you. Whatever your jam is, everybody's different. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I feel they have the same feelings about you. They will have the same feelings about you and will want to show that in very material ways, if that makes sense. This isn't about anyone being a gold digger, gigolo, or any of those, derogatory terms. This is about they want to show you. So gift giving could be one of their love languages, is something that's coming up for me. And this is your future spouse, so it would be good to know how they show love as well as how they receive it. And I feel one way they show love, my pal twos, is by giving gifts. Yeah, that's coming up pretty strong for me. And once you two get together and you take the initiative, you take that first step, I feel it's going to be reciprocated, and it's going to, you deserve love. Also, it's speaking to me of a very healing connection. Like, both of you have done the work to individually get past your Ten of Swords moment, but once you come together in that really positive space and like vibration, you both are continue to heal. So that is my reading for you today, my pal twos. Please always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification below so you know when I post new content. Also, check out the links below in the description box. I have a link to my Instagram, a link to my Amazon wishlist, and a link to my Patreon. Please come join us there. We're a high vibe tribe. I post exclusive picker cards. I post Too Hot for YouTube picker cards, as well as post tutorials on how to do things such as develop your intuition. Feel free to pick another pile if it also called to you. If not, thank you for letting me read for you today, and I will see you in my next video. Hello, my pal threes. If you picked this beautiful clear green crystal, this is your reading about personality traits of your future spouse and some relationship tips from Spirit. So with the Justice card and the Judgment card, off the top, I'm getting that your future spouse could be a yoga instructor or meditation teacher. If not full-time, even if they don't do this as a profession, I feel these are practices that they are very much into. The Justice card also speaks to me that they could be a sign like a Libra or a Libra dominant in their chart. So I'm getting about your future spouse, my pal threes, that they are a person that believes in balance and fairness, and they are they have gone through some levels of their spiritual awakening with this Judgment card. But also, this Seven of Swords, in this reading, I'm not seeing deception at all. This is what my attention is really being drawn to, the moon, the rays of the moon here. And what I'm getting is this person is very strategic about the way they operate. And once they see something they want, i.e. you, my pal threes, they're going to move silently and quickly. Like, they're not going to waste your time. And once they feel that the feelings are returned, they're going to move towards you quickly. And I feel it's going to probably even be, for some of you, and when I say intimidating, I don't mean in like they're being odd or strange or stalkerish. That's not what I mean. I mean, you're not used to someone being so emotionally mature. I feel it'll be like a situation. Here's a little scenario that's popping up for me right now. You know, you may have dated this person, gone on a few dates, you guys have great conversation, etc., at the beginning of the relationship, and they see, you know, it's a whole vibe. You two get along well, you're in sync in a lot of areas. And they're just going to say, maybe one time you're on a date, like, look, I like you. I feel you like me. I would like to take our relationship forward. I would like to maybe make it exclusive. Like, they're going to be strategic. They're going to be clear. And they're probably going to be very, very emotionally mature is what I'm getting, my pal threes. And I feel it's going to take you aback a little bit because you're not used to dealing with people who are that emotionally mature and clear. I'm getting, like many of us, my pal three, I think you've dealt with fuck boys and fuck girls, you know, in your dating experience. So it's going to be different. And I feel when someone sometimes is that clear and honest about their intentions toward us and what they want, it can be a little like, ooh, it can be a little intimidating. And I don't, like I said, not in a negative way, like, oh, they scare me, like, oh, I've never done, you know what I mean? I've never encountered this before type of way, based upon the newness of it. So what Spirit is saying in some relationship tips is, guess what? When they come toward you that clearly, quickly, efficiently, and strategically, it is safe for you to love. Know that they are sincere. Know that they are serious, my pal threes. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I feel when they say that to you, in my example, like say, like, hey, I want to take this to the next level. I'm ready to be in a committed relationship with you, or whatever you want, like whatever your ideal is, like this person is going to be there to offer that. You know what I mean? And you're going to wonder about it. So Spirit is saying it is safe to love. And it's also saying with the gibbous moon, you're very close to achieving your goal. I feel this person is someone you don't know yet, my pal threes. And the way to bring this in even more quickly and readily, it's funny, meditation brings answers, because I already got the energy that your future spouse may be a meditation or yoga instructor, and a successful one, like not somebody who's, if they do this as a profession, they're successful at it. If they do something else as a profession, yoga and meditation is very much a part of their self-care, mind-body practices. And what I feel this is saying, what meditation brings answers, it's going to help you be calmer, my pal threes, I apologize, but it's also going to help you more quickly be on the energetic frequency of where your future spouse is at. I feel that they are either at that level or in the process of getting to that level. And of course, when you meet someone and you want things to be successful, you need to be an energetic match to them. So I feel you starting to engage more in meditation practices and clearing your energy, making sure you're in a good space, it's more quickly going to bring this person in because you're very close to achieving your goal. So if your goal, I feel for many of you who selected this pal, you picked on, a future spouse reading. So I feel that you are interested in long-term and serious commitments such as marriage. This person is coming quickly, but you do have control over it to the extent of once you do some more of your inner work, you will then be at a vibrational and energetic match with this person. And then, I didn't mention this in other piles, but this pile, I'm seeing it in such a big way. Look at all this green. I feel the green represents, yes, you all will be financially prosperous, but also I feel that maybe some deep work needs to be maybe done on your heart chakra. And I feel that maybe opening your heart, and that makes sense with the it is safe to love. You may have doubts about whether this person or the next person that's coming in for you romantically is safe to love, because maybe some things you've been through. So meditation is going to help bring those answers to you, my pal 3. It's also going to help you release things that no longer serve you. That could be thought patterns, that could be relationships, that could be old views of yourself, old views of relationships. Go back to thought patterns. That's going to help you in a lot of ways. So engage in more meditation practices. I feel it's going to bring a lot of answers to you. It's going to really help with your energetic vibration. It's going to help you match the frequency that your person is on, your future spouse is on, and do it in your time. Though this is coming quickly, don't feel rushed in any way, and don't feel pressured in any way, my pal 3s. I feel that you know it's time to start doing this work to clear some of this old stagnant energy or these old stagnant tapes out of your, out of your subconscious, and you know that. So start doing that work. And if you don't know where to start with the meditation brings answers, there are 1,000,001 videos on YouTube for, starters meditation, learning how to meditate, etc. Start going through and finding some videos that really resonate with you, that really help you start out in a very strategic and thoughtful way, maybe a few minutes at a time, so you can start building that up as one of your self-care practices. And if you do already meditate, I think Spirit is saying be more consistent about your practice. So if you don't currently have a practice, it's time to start developing one. If you have a practice, it's time to start being more consistent about your practice, because the sooner you do that, I feel the sooner and more quickly you will bring in your future spouse, my pal 3s, because they're strategic and they are ready to move quickly with the 7 of Swords that's coming up here. And I feel they have a very rich and robust inner world as well, if that makes sense at all. Yeah, I like this. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you know when I post new content, my pal 3s. Also, check out the links below in the description box. I have a link to my Instagram, a link to my Amazon wish list, as well as a link to my Patreon. Please come join us there. We are a high vibe tribe. We're all about self-love, self-improvement. I post exclusive pick-a cards. I post Too Hot for YouTube pick-a cards. I also post tutorials for you to do things like developing in your intuition and read tarot, for instance, and in really bite-sized, approachable ways. Feel free to click on another pile if you so feel called to do so. If not, and this is where I leave you for today, thank you for letting me read for you, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.